Good afternoon. It's Gillykube from Sunshine Coast here in Queensland, Australia. I'm going to do a little bit of paint mixing today with these paints that are now available in Australia, Amsterdam paints, and you can order them from the online store of Cooroy Shabby Chic. It's a family run business, so always happy to promote family run business for sure. So they've sent me these lovely paints and I thank them very, very much, as they now got the Amsterdam paints in stock. And also that was the gecko. Okay, thank you, Mr. Gecko, or Jerry the gecko. He approves. Also, they've got the pebeo, so I'll be doing a test with these too. So I'm going to just give these Amsterdam a whirl in a flip cup, and I'm going to use this express pouring medium that Cooroy Shabby Chic sent me. So I'm going to give it a try. So I might not use probably will use 6 colours. I was going to try today. I'll probably try it with a flip cup today, and then if I have any paints left over, I will water them down, and then I'll do a Dutch pour with them. So it says on the bottle of the pouring medium to mix mix a ratio of 2 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, acrylic paint or ink. So I'm only mixing a small amount because I'm testing them out. So as you know, if you know me at all, I don't weigh anything. I just go by eyeball. So I would say this is like a dessert spoon of paint I'm putting in here. It's just a real good squirt of the paint. So I've added the navy, the orange, the yellow medium, and the carmine. And now for the turquoise green. So it's just like maybe a dessert spoon or a big supersized teaspoon, who knows. I am just testing. Turquoise blue, gorgeous colors, and they've got some absolutely gorgeous colors in the range, so check them out. I know if you're in Europe or you're in the US, you can get Amsterdam paints far easier than we could in Australia. So I know that you can get Amsterdam paints, and I know that pouring artists like the Rinska, who does a lot she does the Dutch pours. I think that I've been told that Rinska uses only the Amsterdam paints, or mostly. So it'll be interesting to see what a Dutch pour comes out with the Amsterdam paints with me doing it, so here in Australia. So I'm trying this pouring medium that I've been sent. So remember, 1 part paint, 2 parts pouring medium. So I'm just eyeballing it. I mean, if you want to get really pedantic, then, you know, by all means get your measuring duvallaki out and, you know, measure everything. It's just not my way. I don't measure anything. I don't measure when I'm cooking. I just put it in and hope for the best. I don't even taste things before and I don't know what it is. I just wing it, and they always seem to, I've had very few meals turn out yucky because I haven't tasted them. In fact, I can't even remember. Maybe my family might, but I certainly don't. So it's just one thing that I just don't like doing, is measuring ingredients dead on, doing recipes absolutely spot on. I mean, some things in cooking, you have to, and I have with cooking maybe followed a few recipes, but then I always seem to go, I'll just try a bit of this and I'll just try a bit of that added. It's just my way. Just so keep true to yourself and do what pleases you. But if you're probably trying to get a recipe exact, then follow the directions that it gives you for amounts. I love trial and errors. Mostly errors, mine are. But I have fun doing them. Now this is obviously coming way too thick to even do a pour with, but I will add a little bit more pouring medium. Then I will probably add just a bit of water to get it to a consistency to do a little cup pour. So I will spare you the boring bits. Oh, sorry, it's a bit of a wobbler. Okay, all the paints are mixed up. I did add, so I've used that as 2 to 1, which has nearly used half a bottle, and there's still only maybe, not even 2 centimeters of paint at the bottom of my cup, and they were still too thick. So I added about a dessert spoon full of Floetrol, which I'll keep in this container and call it my liquid gold. So that is added, and then I made up the titanium black that was just what is it called? Where do you find the colours written on this? I haven't got my glasses. Oh, oxide black I made up in this with just Floetrol only, because I thought I might try like a pseudo swipe. But for this particular test, I am going to I was going to do a little flip cup, but I don't even think that I would have enough paint there, so I might rethink. Maybe I could do a flip cup with a lid in a small container. I'll just grab I might do a flip cup in one of these and then just flood the canvas with some navy. Oh, that looks really runny. That's not good enough. So okay, back to plan A, B, C, D. I might go and do a swipe. Sorry, I just haven't got enough paint to, I don't believe, to do a flip cup. Should I try it? Okay, we'll give it a try and see if I've got enough paint to do this flip cup on this small canvas. So that was the turquoise blue. Oh, sorry for all this noise. My husband is outside building something. I might have to do a voiceover if he continues this. Sorry about that, but it's real life, and you know, it's real life. So add in my colours just to this little cup, and we'll see what we come up with. So there was me thinking I was going to have enough paint to maybe try a Dutch pour with, but it doesn't look that way from now. But I wanted to do really bright colours to basically see, you know, what these Amsterdam paints can do. Because as I said, we weren't able to get them very easily in Australia, but we can now that Capriole Shabby Chic have them in. So got a little bit of paint left there, but not much. So that's kind of used that much of the pouring medium just in these to make up this small amount of paint. So here we go, a flip and lip. I'm just thinking, let me see how runny this paint is. If it's not, this was just a navy that I just mixed up with my normal pouring medium. Ooh. Oh, I'm gonna have to do a voiceover. That is not good. My husband out there with drills and saws and whatnot. So I'm flooding the canvas. And I'm gonna see what we get. I'm just gonna see what we get. So maybe it's a good time now, while I've got the paint under there, to go over my edges. And I haven't got gloves on. Actually, it looks like I've got definitely got some glistening going on in that paint, so I can't even remember what I mixed the navy with now, because it must be some pigment in it, because it's got that lovely, shimmer. No gloves on. Naughty girl. I will finish the sides when I decide whether I actually like what I've poured out, I suppose. So let's just see what these paints do. So you were with me while I mix them. So maybe I will just try and let them out nice and slow, like burp them out. And there's some cells straight away. Wow, and in the cup. Look at that. Wowzers trousers, she says. Wowzers trousers. Let's give this. Probably this isn't a true indication because the navy isn't the same paints as one I had previously mixed up, that I actually cannot remember what it was mixed up with. So maybe the further test will have to be just with the Amsterdam paints on their own, even the base being the Amsterdam, but you can usually mix paints and be successful. Yeah, that's kind of peeling back away from the side, so I'm guessing that this base paint that I've got is can't even remember how I mixed it up, but it would be just with the glue and water mix, but a very thin mix because it was obviously for the Dutch pour because it's so thin. Okay, that's the colours are really bright and vibrant, but I don't believe that that actually did it any justice. The flip cup, I will definitely try the Dutch pour in these Amsterdam. I mean, it's quite attractive, but it's not you super duper, but I'll give it a go, hey. I was gonna end this here, but I'm just gonna do another pour with what is left over after this one, because I wasn't that impressed with this particular pour, so I'm going to this little flip cup, and now I'm going to do a swipe.